my mouth, but there's not much I can say.
The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for Game 1. Back with that after this. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good Game 1 as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Just about ready to go, and today on the hill, Blake Snell. How about a report on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Fouled off. He was late. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 down, base is empty. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped towards third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab in this one, Chris Sale. Chris, how about a scouting report?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to Olsen, and a quick out, #1. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Tommy Edman stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. One out, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
And it's fouled away. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing and a miss at 96, struck him out. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. No score. Game 1 of the division series. Here's Matt Olson. And that one in the air, center field. Edman in position. He's there. He's got it. One up, one down. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one missed.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Hit weakly on the ground. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Good fastball in on the hands. Makes the swing a little defensive. Jammed him up right there.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Snell, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Inside, just missed. And that's in for a strike.
1-1.
Second inning here, no score.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk, and that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Sean Murphy in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. That one fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 1 of the NLDS.
2 balls,
Inside,
2 strikes.
2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, pretty clear to
2
me.
strikes.
He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And he can't come up with it.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Out towards left center. Harris makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Max Muncy. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Foul ball there. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
And now it's going to be Andy Pages. And that one fouled off. That to right, Acuna. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
No, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
And that's down and away. And that's outside. And now 3-0. That's to third, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
The shortstop takes the ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. Snell picked to first. Acuna gets back easily. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Hernandez grabs it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays, and another in the National League with the Padres.
Hernandez puts it away, 2 down. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Acuna off of first with 2 away. That's down and in. That's out to center field. Edman in position. Drops into the glove. And that is that. 1 left for Atlanta. And we are still scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here comes Chris Taylor. Sale back to work. And a foul ball. Sale, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
On the ground, out to short. Jump throw. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
So the lineup flips over. Now here is Mookie Betts. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
1 on, nobody out. A run in here in the last half of the third. Fouled off down the right side.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Misses off the plate, and the count 1-2.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Sale delivers. Good job to fight that one off. And the slider just misses.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Harris brings it in. One down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Struck out swinging his first time. Out in front and foul to the left side. Man at first, one away. Sale ready. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. And Sale deals. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And there's 2 down. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Big RBI for him right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a ball popped up. This one a mile high. Arcia settles under it and makes the catch. And that is the inning. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Braves nothing. On to the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Rojas with the throw to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Got it started a little too early. Strike
One ball,
one.
one strike.
The Braves trailing by 2 here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And there's a strike on the outside corner, and the count even 1-1. That one missing inside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Max Muncy.
There's something lighting up here between us.
On the ground. Throws to first in time. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Andy Pajas will hit next. Fly to right his first time. The other way. And it goes just foul. Swings through that one.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And the 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Chris Taylor. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Braves nothing. Game 1 of the division series. And here is Ozzie Albies. And there's a foul ball.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in Game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
And a foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, caught him looking on that 4th pitch of the at-bat, and I have to think it had something to do with the sequence they threw at him. Kind of bounced back and forth between the outside and inside corners with the previous pitches, and that makes it really tough to cover the whole plate. Just couldn't get a swing off at that pitch on the inside.
So here's Murphy now. pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Outside low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. 1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That misses the zone, and the count's full. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Inside, and that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch, and it just misses.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off, 2-2. Murphy, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Snell picked to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Gets a piece and stays alive. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Arcia batted for the second time, and that's strike 1. Arcia measures 6 feet even, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
And now 2-2. The Dodgers up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive brings it in for the 3rd out. Braves strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped, but it curls foul. Now this is in the air down the line. Acuna gets under it, makes the catch for the out. Here's Mookie now, both 2 in this one. Fouled off left side. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. Tommy Edman at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. The throw into second, and he's got it double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here is Freddie Freeman, 1 for 2. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. And it's strike 2. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Darius Mines getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee also throwing. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Edman at second with 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Center field. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it. That is the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Snell back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Here's Profar now. And that's outside.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
With the tying run at the plate here in Game 1 of the NLDS. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. He rocketed that one out of here. And we're starting over. It's 2-2.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. So here's Riley now. Pitch misses. And that's ball 1.
1-0. No bets off the plate. Ball 2.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Hey.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one lifted in the air center field. Edman in position. 1 away. Here's Matt Olson down. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Flip to the pitcher is in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And it's even up to Ozuna. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Throw on to Freeman. That ends the frame. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show.
It's a new sheriff in town. Everybody get up, get down and
Back here in L.A., here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Banks off the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Darius Vines will take over here. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground to the left, and it's just foul. That was close. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. A 2-run homer. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. He came out of the shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Here comes Max Muncy. This guy with light tower power. Check swing. Went around. Strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Right side, hard hit. Albies over to first in time. They get the out on Muncy.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
So digging in, Andy Pages. And foul ball. They say you win. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 now. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here comes Chris Taylor. He blasted 1 out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
high fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 4-2. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And now it's the switch inning second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But
this one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Murphy up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Snell checks the runner. Albies dives back in. With the tying run at the plate here in the late stages of game 1. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring. Ronald
Acuna Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And it stays fair. In to score from third. And it's a 1-run game. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And I think Dave Roberts. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Tyler Glasnow.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance. Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game. And this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. And a good eye there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
To third, and he's safe. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Golden opportunity right here. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Save! He beats it as the tying run scores. Jurickson Profar steps to the dish in a critical spot. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a chopper. Rojas for 1. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. But they score twice and even it up late. 7th inning stretch time. And we are tied 4-4. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that is out of play. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joe Jimenez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer warming up as well. Turns and fires to Betts. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. Mookie retired, 2 down. And next for LA, Tommy Edman, 1 for 3. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Slice the other way and foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. Profar. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. We go to the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Tap foul at the plate. That misses, and that's ball 1. And that one clips the corner. All tied up here in game 1 of the NLDS. This one looks like trouble. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. And the potential go-ahead run stops at second base. Go-ahead run on base. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Swings and misses. And 1-1. Fastball is outside. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Glasnow checks the runner. Olson back in on a dive. Next offering is downstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4 to a board.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Albies swings through it for strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third.
Yeah, that's just a mental mistake right there. You're already in scoring position, and you're the potential go-ahead run. Unless you're standing up as you get to third base, you should not be going anywhere. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. And a swing and a miss there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Aaron Bummer.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Known for his late-inning heroics. Swing and a miss.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. This one in the air. Murphy settles underneath it. Squeezes it. And there's one down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Swings and misses at the sweeper. Action in the pen down there. Joe Jimenez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. And a base hit up the middle. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here's the catcher, Will Smith. He's already homered here in this one. Fought off foul.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Here comes Max Muncy. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
In the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We're on to the 9th in game 1, and we are tied 4-4. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Sean Murphy. Glass now back to work. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. There's the strike at the knees. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. And the Braves have the lead now. It's 5-4. Here's Orlando Arcia. 0 for 3 in this one. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Throw on to Freeman. 2 gone. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. There's the strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity.
That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
That's ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air out towards right center. Pages. And that is that. Braves get 1 on the big fly. It's now a 5-4 ball game. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Raisel Iglesias.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball,
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Taylor swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging for the K. Now only 1 out remaining.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Mookie Betts. And a big swing and a miss.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up. Try
to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th.
Now he steps out as time is granted.
One strike away from securing game one.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.